everyone, Screaming Geek Meter. I am Jared the Geek. This video we are going to talk about the 4K of The Keep. And before we get into this, please check out my other videos on my channel because I do these reviews, I do unboxings, collection updates every month, different discussions. Check that stuff out. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and always comment below. Let me know what you think of any of my videos. So let's talk about The Keep on 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. The movie came out in 1983, rated R. You got Scott Glenn, Ian McKellen, I forgot he was in it, Gabriel Byrne, directed by Michael Mann. And the movie is based on a novel by F. Paul Wilson, which I did read the novel back then and freaking loved it. I liked a lot of his books. They were really good. Basically the movie revolves around, the Nazis. They're sent to guard this old mysterious fortress in the Romanian pass. It's called The Keep. And of course, during, early in the events, one of the Nazis, mistakenly releases an unknown force that's actually, trapped within the walls. The fortress was, wasn't built to keep people out. It was built to keep something in. I've always liked this movie. I can't remember if I own this or not. If I did, it was on VHS. As far as other physical media releases, I know it didn't get a Blu-ray. DVD, I don't know. I know there's bootlegs out there, but I don't know if it ever had an official release. So this has been long overdue. People have been drooling over wanting to have this on any type of media. And here we got it in glorious 4K. The movie was filmed in 35mm, finished with HDR10 and Dolby Vision. Before we get into the picture, I'm going to read off the screenshot here that was at the beginning. It's kind of, they did the same thing with Congo, kind of a little message to the viewers. I'm going to go ahead and read it off. So if you're doing something else and just listening to the video, so you don't have to look at my ugly mud, I don't care. But it says, the following presentation of The Keep reflects the original theatrical version, while some television versions include alternate material not present in the theatrical cut. These versions could not be cleared for home video distribution. So that's kind of interesting. I know of all the reports before this came out, people were wanting to see an uncut version of this. So apparently they wanted to do it, but for some reason or another, they could not. Maybe there was a licensing issue with the other scenes, or maybe it was a quality issue. It doesn't really go into that. It just said it could not be cleared. So we'll have to speculate about why we didn't get that. Now, the rest of the message here says, of additional note, the soundtrack is presented in its original theatrical stereo mix. While extensive audio restoration was performed, certain mix-related issues are inherent in the source and cannot be improved. And we'll talk about that when we get to the audio. So I guess I just trying to forewarn everyone because, some of us are pretty critical with these 4K releases. And if we don't like it, we really voice our opinions of stuff. So I'm guessing they're probably giving us fair warning that, hey, it may not be perfect, so be warned. So that being said, the 4K here is freaking phenomenal. Is it perfect? No. I can see parts where it probably could have been improved, but like they said, it all goes back to the source material. If the source material wasn't perfect, you're not going to get perfection even here. But that out of the way, this is really impressive. For considering being a low-budget horror movie, I was not expecting a lot. But, in the beginning, one of the early scenes when the camera is panning down the landscape and ends up seeing the Nazi trucks coming, there's spots showing up here and there, and it kind of goes with, and I'm willing to bet there was spots on a camera lens at times and not the negative. But, it's not too distracting. You notice it, but, they're there. So that's what has me, thinking it was on a camera lens. They could not do nothing about it. It's there permanently. But that, again, but other than that, the details, close-up shots, seeing the, skin texture, skin pores, facial hairs, rain textures look incredible here. The uniforms of the Nazis, I mean, all the textures of the uniforms, the different clothing of the villagers, and the colors really leap off the screen here. Now, the red Nazi armbands, I mean, they're just, bam, they just stick out like a sore thumb on the uniforms in a good way. I mean, the colors are so rich and vibrant here. So overall, very impressive video presentation. I was very pleased with this. Now the downside is that the negative thing I have to say here, I think goes back to the source material, is there's some scenes that there's some shots that it doesn't look clean. I mean, it's clean as far as no specks or dirt, but it's not like it looks like out of focus and has a soft look to it. So I'm just thinking it has to do with the way it was filmed. It was a source. So I think those shots are never going to be any better. It is what it is, but that's only a select shots. I mean, majority movie, you do not see that. It looks incredible. It's just a few shots there that you might be like, oh, that doesn't look very good. But again, the source material, that's what it is. So again, since I've never owned this, there's no comparisons to go over. So with the audio track, they gave us a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0. And like the message said, don't expect perfection. It was good. I mean, the opening credits, there's some thunder going on with some rain. And even just being stereo mode, it's kind of filled the room. I was hearing, the room was filled with thunder and the sound. So it did sound pretty good. But then once I got into doing some of the sound effects and the dialogue, it definitely is very dated. Some of the dialogue is clear, some of it not so much. Depends on the other sound effects going on. And, things like that. It just, some of it sounds a little distorted, not quite perfect. But again, I think it just goes back to source material. They didn't think of that back then about, film preservations. They just, low budget, they didn't care. So, stuff was not kept in good condition. But I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not perfect, but it is pretty good considering. Now for the packaging here, I did do an unboxing of this with Congo yesterday you can check out. I'll just briefly go over it real quick here. It's not a VSU, it's just a standard. It's got a hard slip box. Actually a nice sturdy box. It actually has a booklet and the movie itself, nice slip cover here. And got the standard keep case. There's the front. We got the back there. Blu-ray and the 4K, same artwork. And then also you got the original artwork on a reverse cover. Even though this was an original poster, I hate the wording. So I'm thinking of doing my own custom cover eventually. And I'm going to use the artwork and I'm going to blow it up and get rid of the freaking wording. So I think it's going to look a lot better and use that. It's not bad. This new commissioned artwork, it's not bad. But it's not my favorite. I'm not going to say it's not good or bad. It's just like, it's there. But at least you got two choices, to use on that. Now for the bonus materials. We actually have a commentary track with film historian Matthew Asprey Gear. That's on a 4K. And then, of course, the Blu-ray disc actually has the rest of the bonus features. We have some featurettes of Out of the Darkness, which is 7 minutes. Has an interview with producer Gene Kirkwood. Then we have Something is Murdering My Men. It's a 24-minute interview with the Keep author F. Paul Wilson. I will have to check it out because I read reports that He was not happy with the way Michael Mann did the movie. So it'll be interesting to see how this interview is presented. If he sugarcoats it or if he's actually brutally honest, I'll definitely have to check that out. And then we have What He Left Behind is a 6-minute interview with a visual effects producer, Peter Curran. An Evil Most Ancient, 24-minute interview with makeup effects designer Nick Malley. Then we got Other Sounds for Other Worlds. It's 11 minutes long. Interview with co-composer Johannes Schmuling. Sounds like a German name. I might have butchered it. Then we have I Molasar. I might have butchered that. No, the character's name, the main creature character that was in the book, but it's never brought up in the movie. It's a 25-minute. It's an interview with actor Michael Carter. Then we have a still gallery and an original trailer. So a lot to go through. I definitely will be checking these out. So to wrap it up, this is a good, solid release from Vinegar Syndrome. It's not perfect, but it'll go. I'm not going to blame the label or anyone else for the work. I think it's all source material, the reason why it is what it is. But that being said, this is incredible. I have no qualm about recommend picking this up. Now, I'm sure this has never looked that good. I mean, considering how old it is, the VHS probably looks like pure shit compared to this. So, yeah, I would highly recommend getting this. Now, as far as availability, if you want this edition, I don't know if it's available still. I know it did sell out. And it was also a standard, just a standard version without any slipcover or anything. And actually, I brought some more back in stock. But because of right now, Vinegar Syndrome, all their stuff they removed off their site because the month of December, it's all partner label stuff on their website. So if you want something from Vinegar Syndrome, it is not on their website right now. So you're going to have to wait to the beginning of January, get up on their website and see if you can still get this or the standard edition. If not, it is up for pre-order on Amazon, the standard edition for $49.98, which is, Amazon. They've been getting crazy lately. Their freaking pre-order prices, they set so freaking high, and then slowly they bring the prices down as it comes time to release, which is set for January 28th. So I would not pre-order this yet. I would definitely wait to the beginning of January, check out Vinegar Syndrome, see if they're available. Or if you want to wait a little longer, it has been announced that this is coming from Imprint as well. There's no info available yet. I'm here in the March, April timeframe. There's nothing on their website yet, but it was reported that Imprint is doing a version of this. So please don't pay those outrageous eBay prices everyone's charging for these. So just look for a couple of good deals or wait for Imprint and see what they do. I'm definitely will keep an eye on it as well because I don't know if they're going to do a standard edition or a nice box edition of it. If they do a box edition, I might double dip. I mean, this ain't this ain't a perfect movie. It definitely does shows its age. Now, watching it today, there are a couple scenes that are kind of drawn out, and I'm like, kind of boring, but it still is a good movie. But depending on what Imprint does and the price point, I may get their version as well. Maybe actually do a comparison. So that pretty much does it for my look at The Keep on 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. Please comment below, let me know what you think. Is this something that you wanted to get and maybe missed out on, or did you get it? What do you think of it? So tell me in the comments below. And also check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you soon. Geek out.